is the champion, the unbeaten Nathaniel Collins from Bearsden in Scotland. He's world ranked, has power as well as finesse, and he intends to leave here tonight with his championship belts.
He's from Scotland and he said it.
Third round schedule very competitive to this point, pretty even as well. That's a really good shot. Measured it, didn't he? And then landed it very, very cleanly, Nathaniel Collins.
He had a good third round, as you say. I wonder if he get a bit closer. Really stuck to a game plan. He's not panicked. He's been put. I've got it 2-2, but you know what? You could have it 4-0. You could have it 3-1. I'm not bothered. He's got two things he's got to work on. He's got to throw a couple of shots, as you say there correctly. But he's also got to work on pace in Fletch. He's never been in a fight like this. He's never been where he's going in about a couple of rounds' time towards the 7, 8, 9. That's dark territory, Fletch.
You spoke earlier in the fight about the time they get closer together. This is the first time they've been stood toe to toe. They're very close now, and this is an opportunity for the uppercut to go in from Collins. Find out about the fitness aspect in the second half of this fight.
Erratically.
Yeah, this is the first real sign of danger, concern in there for Millar. Collins, as close as he's been, he's able to Manchester. As we look at some of the work here in the previous round, that's a really nice body shot, but he followed up with a really sharp track.
He can do what he likes.
Collins getting close again here. Able to escape at the moment. Millar, the pressure continues to mount from the champion, and these are hurtful punches going in. Damage starting to get worse around the face of the challenger, and this is a Collins fight at the moment. This is how he wants it to go.
It's a Collins fight and he's enjoying it. And I've just realised, Fletch, here we are going into the 6th round. He hasn't got a mark on his face, Collins. Not a mark on his face. He's marking up quite a bit, Millar.
Collins gets that left hand through. The pressure from the champion now is relentless, and there's no real answer coming back from Millar. Those counter punches that are now just bouncing off Collins as he comes in.
What's happening? These counter punches that work so much in the first, second and third, now they're being countered, and they're being countered quite heavily. He is marking up Millar. His mouth slightly open. He's having to work his socks off.
He said in the build-up when the fight was made, I thought I'd be fighting some crank off the estate when Steve Malin called him. He thought it was a wind-up, and here he is against a man who feels like he can go a long way in this division in Nathaniel Collins. You've just got Collins now starting to get a bit of daylight between them, and he started this round well, Steve. Back. Collins, the champion, in control. There might just be as well in there.
On 7, but they're his championship rounds. This is where he's been before. This is where he's never been in a hard fight, though. Let's get that straight. Still looks ominous as a threat, a comfortable threat.
Collins tank looks pretty. What could be a magnificent night of boxing here in Man.
And not the 7th, Fletch.
A few seconds of the 7th round. Collins good. Let's have a look at some of the work in the previous round, the 7th. It's a good shot that from Collins. What has he got left? How much can he find? What can he do in what remains of this?
Been flat out for 3 or 4 rounds now.
Best of the previous exchange. I think that's been the big difference, hasn't it? He's just been the slightly better of the two whenever they've got close like that. All to come, great fights between now and then, and this has been a really good one between the champion Nathaniel. Great body shot dug in there by Collins, just around the elbow. Millar took it well and looks to respond, and now they go toe to toe in the night.
What a bravery.
Collins continues to come forward, continues to from Millar, but the respite's getting shorter and shorter, and straight away the champion right back in front of him and throwing shots again.
And he's cutting the ring down brilliantly, and I can see Steve Malin in the corner. He knows there's nothing to hit
the opposition. Looking to whip that up. Good combinations by Collins. The thing is that he hits slightly harder than his knockout percentage indicates, but Millar has taken. And they've been pretty much toe-to-toe for the last 3 or 4 rounds.
There might be people, and I don't just mean Zak Millar's fans, there might be people that think this is a lot closer, because a lot of the rounds have been close. I've just given them to the champ.
Blood spread over the face of the full at this stage, if that. Singing themselves hoarse for Zak Millar. Minute to go. The final bell, and both of them embrace.
Of your winner by majority decision. And still, British and Commonwealth featherweight champion, Nathaniel "The Nightmare" Collins.